Body art has become so popular in the past few years that it is very hard to walk down the street or go to the mall without seeing someone with either a piercing or a tattoo. Well, tonight, 6 on Your Side's Don Dare investigates a local body piercing shop where two young women say their jewelry was put in incorrectly.
Yeah, and the shop's owner, though, Gene, says, oh, they did nothing wrong. Body piercing is exactly that, a puncture made in your body by a needle. After that, a piece of jewelry is inserted into the puncture. Now, there are strict rules and regulations each shop must follow. Two young women, both over 18, had their belly buttons pierced earlier this month.
This is the shorter one. The one that was originally put in.
Tabitha Lewis had her navel pierced a few weeks ago. When the jewelry was inserted, she says the piercing was too deep and the jewelry didn't fit properly.
Yeah, it hurt very bad. I couldn't bend over. I couldn't lay on my side because every time I moved, I could feel the ring pulling through.
Tabitha showed us pictures she had taken of her piercing and that of her friend, Miranda, who asked that we not show her face.
The ball was just pushing into my belly button and causing a big dent in my belly button. It was very painful.
What was happening to your belly?
It was starting to ooze and get all nasty.
The two women had their bellies pierced at Epic Productions. This man, Greg Erminger, did the work. He's a licensed apprentice. But under state rules, he's not supposed to work in a shop without a licensed artist present.
He made this statement that he was just a little bit older than she was. And he had just took his test for piercing in December. And they're letting him be at that store alone.
Tabitha and Miranda wanted a refund, claiming their jewelry had been inserted improperly.
The women said you put this in too deep.
You can pierce from a ½ inch to 1 inch deep.
Greg Erminger says the piercings were inserted correctly. He offered to re-pierce the two women. Now, standing beside him is the owner of the shop, Danny Crane. Remember, Amanda said Crane was not in the parlor, as required by state rules if an apprentice is doing the piercing. I asked Greg, the apprentice, about that.
Was he here the day that the girls went?
Yes.
Did you catch that? Greg said no, his boss was not in the parlor, but Danny said yes, he was. But then Danny admitted he had stepped out for a few minutes. It's not a major violation. The shop won't be closed. The girls, however, had their navels re-pierced at another parlor.
I was amazed at how poorly the piercing had been done and how improperly the jewelry was fitting in there. I know it had to be uncomfortable.
Piercing specialist Brian Campbell says the new jewelry he re-pierced was longer than the original ones. Showing us how the barbells should fit, he says there's supposed to be some give or movement in the jewelry. Epic Productions passed its recent health inspection. There were no major violations. Tonight, the women are disappointed they had to pay for a second piercing, and they don't have much confidence in Greg's piercing skills.
I think that he didn't know what he was doing. I think that he doesn't know what he's doing.
Again, 6 on Your Side checked, and Epic Tattoos does run a clean shop according to the county health records. If you decide to get a body piercing, do some investigative work about a shop's procedures. Make sure the shop is clean, that the person doing the piercing wears fresh disposable gloves, uses disposable or sterilized instruments, and the needle being used is new. Don Dare, 6 on Your Side.